Hey guys, this is just a little, it's gonna be like a update video slash all the games I beat in 2017. I'm using my laptop's webcam, so it's probably not very good, but oh well. I'm sorry I've been lazy. I've been really lazy about making videos, which I'm sure my 2 or 3 people that actually watch my videos don't care that much because they have other stuff to watch. But no excuses. I've been working a lot and being lazy. I shouldn't make excuses. I should just make more videos. But yeah, so that's just an update. I'm gonna try to make more videos, and I'm sorry if some of them are ugly like this, but I'll try to do better. I have a bunch of series I want to work on, but anyways, these are the games I beat in 2017, and I'll give some little insight into each one. The first one here is Super Mario Brothers. Yes, the first Super Mario Brothers. I've never beaten it. Well, until last year. Yeah, it's a classic. Everyone knows about this game. I'm pretty sure it's the first game I've ever played in my life, also. Hey, look. This is my puppy. She was not in my pickups video when she should have been, because she is a pickup. Lucy, right here. Isn't she cute? This is Lucy. She's my little puppy. She's a terror. But anyways, she's just gonna hang out with me, I guess. Hi there. Hi, Lucy, I love you too, yeah. Anyways. Okay, Lucy, you wanna be in the video? I think she wants outside, maybe, or maybe she's hungry. Lucy! Lucy! Sorry. Anyways, she's named Lucy after Lucille Ball because she's a red healer and she's a redhead and she's very funny like Lucille Ball. But anyways, Super Mario Brothers. I beat it on the Super Nintendo. Actually, I beat it on the RetroPie. Shout out to Andre for getting me that RetroPie. Yeah, I almost, like when I was little, I obviously got really far. I got to World 8 like a gajillion times. But the very last castle has a certain pattern you have to do to get through it. She's biting me now. Sorry. And I never knew the pattern, so I finally was just like sat down, just went through it, looked up the pattern, beat the game. Very easy beat, you know, obviously. But yeah, great game. The next, ow, stop it. I have my beat list here, so I have to scroll down, look at all the 17s. I beat Haunt the House Terror Town and Haunt the House. It came in a collection on Steam. Basically, you are a ghost, and there's all these people hanging out in this house. But it's like a 2D game. Like it just shows the house, like each floor, right in a row, and you can like possess things in the house and jingle them and scare people. And when you scare everyone out of the house, you beat that level or whatever. There's 3 games in the collection. I beat 2 of them. It was a pretty fun game. I beat it for Halloween, or I beat them for Halloween. I also beat Costume Quest again. I didn't put a date or anything for some reason, but anyways, I beat Costume Quest 1 again. I'm probably going to beat 1 or 2 of them every single year from now on. It just screams Halloween to me. It's very nostalgic. It reminds me of like trick-or-treating back in the day and stuff. If you don't know what Costume Quest is, probably my favorite indie game. It's a little simple RPG where you battle goblins and like collect candy and stuff. It's really fun. Around Christmas, I beat Christmas Adventure Candy Storm on Steam, which is a point-and-click adventure type of game. It's like you also have to like do these like kind of like I Spy. You find stuff. Sorry, my puppy is like won't leave me alone, so it's shaking everything. It was a pretty fun game though. It's cheap too. I think I got it for like 50 cents. What else did I beat? I beat Banjo-Kazooie, the first one, for the first time. Very fun game. I liked it a lot. You guys obviously probably know what Banjo-Kazooie is. It's like an action platformer. It ran a little long, in my opinion. Like, it should have been a little shorter, but the controls were kind of annoying at times. I can't imagine playing that on an N64 controller. I played on the Rare Replay, and it was still kind of frustrating at times, but I still liked it a lot. I tried to 100% it, get all the achievements, but there was just the last one that was just too annoying. I didn't want to deal with it. It was the pictures, like a puzzle, it's like those puzzles you have to like, I don't know. Anyway, it was these puzzles at the very end. It's like an extra bonus thing you can do, and you're timed, and I hate being timed, so I didn't finish that part. Diddy Kong Racing DS. I almost beat the first Diddy Kong Racing many times when I was little. It's my favorite karting game. I think it's better than Mario Kart, which a lot of people are gonna hate that, but I think it's better. I think the characters are great. Mario Kart characters are good too, obviously, but it has an actual adventure mode and all these battle modes, and the multiplayer in that game was just so fun. There's actually boss races. You race bosses and stuff. And there's a whole island to explore. But yeah, the DS version is way easier than the N64 version. So I'm glad I finally beat that. It was one of the Game of the Months. Let me see. It goes by system, so I'm scrolling through every system here. I'm in PS3 right now. I beat a lot of PS3 games throughout the years, so I'm trying to get to 2017. The first one here, Dead Space Extraction. It's a like a light gun game, but I didn't use a gun. I used just a Move controller. You can also play it on Wii. It was okay. It got really annoying when, like, if you needed to pick up ammo or health or something, you barely had any control of your character. Like, when your character has to walk for the story, like, you're walking and you're trying to like grab this stuff off the ground, like hurry up before your guy turns and you miss it. And it got really annoying because I was trying to get trophies too, and you have to get collectibles, and it was just stupid to like a collectible be there and I can't get to it because like my guy's head and stuff is moving everywhere just for the story, like me not even doing it. Whenever you go to actually shoot, then you gain actual control. That got kind of annoying, but it was a cool game anyways. Okami HD. Okami is one of my favorite games ever. It's probably one of, if not the best, Zelda clone. It runs a little too long too, though. I want to say I spent like nearly 40 hours playing that game. You play as a wolf. You go from like basically dungeon to dungeon, getting new items, upgrading your weapons and stuff. Very, very good artwork. It's like Japanese watercolors. But yeah, and it also follows actual Japanese like gods and goddesses. Amaterasu, I think it's how you say it, or Amaterasu. I don't know which one it is. Basically, she is the goddess of... I'm getting a phone call. I'll get it in a second. I don't remember what she's goddess of. I don't remember. I'll have to look it up. But anyways, it's very... Sun goddess. I think she's a sun goddess. Anyways, very cool game. Jak 2. Oh my gosh. One of the hardest games I've ever beaten. A lot of people make fun of me for that, but the controls on that game are just so outdated. And I love Jak 1 just because it was pure platforming. You know, level to level, just jumping and spinning and stuff. But they decided to try to be like GTA. And yes, I did read or hear somewhere that since Grand Theft Auto was so popular on the PS2, that's why they implemented all the weapons and driving and stealing cars and stuff. I just wish they would have left that stuff out because the driving controls were so bad and the shooting was really bad, like the aiming was bad. And it made a lot of the parts that shouldn't have been monotonous and hard. And I don't mind difficulty in a game. I just don't like difficulty that comes from broken mechanics, if that makes sense. Like, if you play a game and the controls are just so bad that you can't beat it, I don't like that. I don't mind, like, hard jumps or hard bosses, you know, but when it's broken mechanics, I don't like it. But the story's fun. I do like Jak and Daxter. I had fun with it most of the time. It's just the frustrating parts were really frustrating. Goosebumps, the game, is another game I decided to play for Halloween. It's a point-and-click adventure. I actually got the platinum on it. I followed a guide to get some of that because some of it was kind of crazy. But yeah, it just follows all the Goosebump books, pretty much molds them into like one story, one big story. A lot of Easter eggs all throughout it pertaining to Goosebumps, which if you're 90s kids like me, you read plenty of Goosebumps and you appreciate all the Easter eggs in it. But I heard it's a prequel to the Jack Black movie, but I'm not really sure. I beat Final Fight. Nope, that is 2018. Here's some Firewatch. I beat that last year. Wow. Beat that last February. That might be one of my top indie games ever too. Me growing up, I lived in the country, and we had like 20 acres of land, had a pond. So my friends and I, we would be playing in the woods a lot. Like, we built tree houses in the woods. A lot of my years were spent, walking on paths through trees and, getting poison ivy and stuff. So walking through the woods a lot in Firewatch was kind of comforting, actually. I really liked it, and the story was really cool, and it got really creepy at times. Like, you really need to play Firewatch if you haven't played it. Let me see. Grand Theft Auto 5. I beat that last February as well. That's another one that ran a little long in my opinion, but it was still fun. Grand Theft Auto 5 is considered like the best game of all time. I wouldn't agree with that, just because I'm not as into like real world stories, like with like politics and, I don't know, murdering, and it was fun. Don't get me wrong, it was fun. Like, I would still give it a really high score. Like, the mechanics were great, the story was cool, the characters were funny. Trevor is hilarious. The driving's good. I'm more of like a fantasy type of story player, I guess, and running around in a real world city doing real world things isn't as appealing as that kind of stuff. But it was still a good game. Dear Esther, I don't know how to say that. It's another walking simulator similar to Gone Home or Firewatch, except much more boring. Dear Esther is kind of boring. Beautiful landscape, beautiful music. Like, the graphics and the music are great, but it was kind of boring. I don't like when games don't let you run, and Dear Esther does not let you run. You just walk super slowly from each place to the next, just super slow. And the same people that made that made Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, and once again, super slow. But it was, if you're okay with that, play it. Shadow Warrior, over the top. I guess I've never seen Twin Peaks, but people have been like comparing like Deadly Premonition and stuff to Twin Peaks, which is like very surreal, slightly humorous, but still kind of vulgar atmosphere. That's what Shadow Warrior is too. Lots of humor, kind of creepy at times too. It's first-person shooter. You also have like a katana. Very cool game, actually. I really liked it. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. My Name is Mayo. Many people say this doesn't count as a game because all you're doing is tapping X the whole time. Whatever. I bought it. I played it. I platinumed it. My Name is Mayo. Until Dawn, I platinumed this one too. It's like an episodic. It's a walking simulator too, kind of, but there's also quick time events and stuff. Very creepy game. It's like a horror game. Its main feel is like a 90s or 80s slasher flick. Like, you play as teenagers, there's a killer on the loose type of thing. Very cool game though. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. I beat this back on the PS3 as well, and it's a really fun game. The all ghillied up mission, badass. Like, got the ghillie suit, got your sniper, sneaking around, doming people. The remaster is great too. Looks really good. I tried to go back to the multiplayer though, and I can't do it. Too dated. Did I beat any Vita games? No, I did not. I beat a Switch game, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. I'm gonna get some heat for this because people like to overhype this game, and people like to down this game. It goes both ways. In my personal opinion on Breath of the Wild, I think it is the greatest game ever made. Not even joking. It's not my favorite game of all time. My favorite game of all time is Ocarina of Time, just because of other things besides the gameplay. It's by no means a perfect game. Breath of the Wild is not a perfect game either. Lots of problems. It's probably the most fun I've ever had in a game, though. The only reason I can't say it's my favorite game of all time is because Ocarina of Time is just so special. It's kind of like you have a car that you grew up with. You love it. It gave you everything you need. You know, it's very sentimental to you. And then there's a Ferrari over here. Obviously, the Ferrari's faster, better gas mileage, maybe. Sound system, some nice rims, picks the ladies up for you. But this is your favorite car over here. You know what I mean? But Breath of the Wild's so good. I beat it in like 70 something hours. Fantastic game. If you have not played Breath of the Wild, please play it. I know there's gonna be people watching this that are gonna comment, "Oh, it's not as good as everyone's saying. I don't see it. Whatever." That's fine. That's your opinion. No big deal. But if you love Zelda, Breath of the Wild is going to stroke you hard. Anyways, on mobile, I actually beat a mobile game. Weird, huh? Beat Mario Run. I did the free stuff, and then I went ahead and paid the $10 and finished out the game. I still haven't beaten it, and I still play it every once in a while. I think it's a great game. It's an endless runner, tap, and it does take some skill, though. I like it. It's worth $10. I mean, why not? Like, how much? You pay $40 for a 10-hour game. Why not pay $10 for a game that you're going to pull out of your pocket for the next freaking 2 years and play, you know? But anyways, that is all the games I beat in 2017 and a slight update. And thanks everyone for sticking with me. I'm going to try to make more videos, I promise. I have some, see the Beast Wars shelf starting to be assembled there. That's going to be another series I'm going to start doing soon. It's going to be over Beast Wars figures. I'm really excited to do it, actually. But, yeah. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye! I just did, that's funny. I've been watching a lot of Happy Console Gamer, and he's always like, until next time. So I accidentally said it. I didn't even mean to. So I'm not going to rip that off. I'm not ever going to say that again. See you guys later.